Today's topic is the five kingdom system. In this world, all living beings have been divided into five kingdoms. The five kingdom system was introduced by a scientist named Robert H. Whittaker. Before this, we only had two kingdoms. One was the plant kingdom and the other was the animal kingdom. The study of the plant kingdom is called botany, and the study of the animal kingdom is called zoology. In the plant kingdom, which includes plants, we call it botany, and it consists of autotrophs. In the animal kingdom, which includes animals, they are known as heterotrophs. Autotrophs are organisms that can make their own food in the presence of sunlight, unlike heterotrophs, which cannot do this. Over time, new living beings with distinct features were discovered, leading to the expansion from two kingdoms to five kingdoms. For example, we discovered bacteria, which are unicellular. Other living beings like Euglena were found, which have characteristics of both animals and plants. Algae were also discovered, which have features similar to plants, along with many other such living beings. To understand the five kingdom system, it is important to learn some terminology. First, we'll discuss the terminology. The first term is unicellular. Unicellular is made up of two words, une, which means one, and cellular, which means cell. Organisms with one cell are called unicellular. Examples of unicellular organisms include bacteria, Euglena, Paramecium, and amoeba. Next, we have multicellular. Multicellular is also made up of two words, multi, which means many, and cellular, which means cells. Organisms with many cells are called multicellular. Humans, along with dogs, monkeys, apple plants, and many other living beings like sharks, are examples of multicellular organisms. Now, let's move on to the next term, which is autotroph. Along with it, we will also discuss heterotroph. Autotrophs are living beings that can produce their own food in the presence of sunlight. Sunlight is essential for autotrophs, the process by which plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. I have created a detailed lecture on photosynthesis. You can watch this lecture in my channel or link in description. Heterotrophs, on the other hand, are living beings that cannot produce their own food. They rely on other organisms for sustenance, and we call them heterotrophs. Most animals fall under heteros. Now, we will study the difference between cell walls and cell membranes. It's important to know this distinction to understand the five kingdom system. The main difference between the cell wall and the cell membrane lies in their composition. The cell wall is made of cellulose and is found in plants. However, the cell membrane is made of proteins and phospholipids and is found in animals. Next, we come to eukaryotes and prokaryotes. It is important to know about both. Eukaryotes is made up of two words, eu and karyote. Prokaryotes is also made up of two words, pro and karyote. Pro means before or primitive, while eu means true and karyote means nucleus. So, eukaryotes have a true nucleus, whereas prokaryotes have a primitive or no true nucleus. In addition to having a true nucleus, eukaryotes also possess membrane-bound organelles, while prokaryotes lack membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria and the endoplasmic reticulum. Now, we move on to the kingdoms. Let's start with the first kingdom. The first kingdom is prokaryote. In this kingdom, the organisms are unicellular and prokaryotic. I have already explained both of these terms. Examples include bacteria and cyanobacteria. Now, we move to the second kingdom, which is Protista, also called the Protist kingdom. In this kingdom, unicellular and eukaryotic organisms are included. Examples are Amoeba, Euglena, and Paramecium. This kingdom includes three types of living beings: animal-like, plant-like, and fungus-like organisms. Next, we move to the third kingdom, fungi. The kingdom fungi is a kingdom where multicellular organisms are found. Eukaryotes are also included in this kingdom. They are heterotrophs, and their outer structure is composed of a cell wall. Their body structure is called mycelium. Examples include mushrooms and yeast. The fourth kingdom is Plantae. The kingdom Plantae includes multicellular organisms that are eukaryotic. These organisms have an outer cell wall, and they are autotrophs, meaning they can produce their own food in the presence of sunlight. Examples include apple trees, banana plants, and coconut trees. Essentially, all plants belong to this kingdom. The last kingdom is Animalia. The kingdom Animalia includes animals. In this kingdom, living beings are multicellular. The organisms in this kingdom are eukaryotic, and their outer boundary is a cell membrane. They are heterotrophs. There are many examples of this kingdom, including humans, mosquitoes, cats, dogs, monkeys. All of these belong to the kingdom Animalia. Question of the day: who proposed the five kingdom classification system? Only a genius can answer in comments.